Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and I'm battling here for week 8 in the IBL D-League up against Obo and his Houston Laxes. Nice guy. I did kind of explain it in my team builder because I already have a bye week secured in this league. I'm not really bringing that serious of a team. He has a Jolteon. I don't remember seeing a Jolteon. Actually, yeah, he had a Jolteon. I remember. But yeah, I'm not bringing that serious of a team. Basically, the idea is I have 5 resistance berries or super effective damage reducing berries and then my Mega Stone. I figured since this match doesn't really matter to me, I would just take it a little bit lightly, have some fun here. And I still definitely built kind of a serious team regarding the resist berries, but there was definitely some better options I could have had regarding what I could have put out on these Pokemon regarding the items. So I'm actually special Lando T with Fizz Def investment because if Entei goes for Sacred Fire and burns me, I do actually want to be able to still fire off some strong attacks. It also hits Kartana harder. In terms of my lead right here, so... well, first of all, it looks like Empoleon is terrible here. Wow, that thing does nothing. Landorus is very important. It stops the Terrakion and the Entei and the Crocodile to some extent. I'm really anticipating maybe like a Crocodile lead from his part. I think maybe my safest lead right here is just my Empoleon. Try to get up rocks right away could be good. Because he really doesn't like those at all between Entei and whatnot. And I have a good pivot into some of his Pokemon here. I guess he could lead Jolteon, but... I mean, like, I'm not too worried about Jolteon. I can actually take a hit from that if I really want to. So let's see what he does. I have a Shika Berry. So just a rundown of my team regarding the 5 Resistance Berry mons. I have a Shika Berry on my Empoleon. I have a Yachi Berry on my Lando. I have a Chople Berry on my Weavile, which doesn't look like it'll do anything here because it was meant for Trick Room Cofagrigus. I have a Babiri Berry on my Diancie, which is my primary way of winning this game. And then I have a, what was my other thing? That's not the Jolteon. Yeah, so I figured Jolteon lead was like a very good possibility here. If I really wanted to switch out, my switch into Shaman, but that is my counter to Kartana. And then my Shaman is a Tanga Berry because of X-Scissor on the Kartana here. So I got a little bit of a tough play to make right away. Could I take a Specs Thunderbolt if I really wanted to? Because I don't think he has hazard removal, right? I guess Defog Kartana or Defog Altaria would be his hazard removal. I feel like I'd take anything from Jolteon. And like I said, I really don't care about this this Pokemon here. It looks like Specs Thunderbolt would, that's Life Orb. Yeah, it looks like I would live Specs Thunderbolt if I really want to stay in. This isn't a Zmon, so I really can just stay in here and get up my rocks if I want. I think that's my play. I mean, Volt Switch is probably what they're going to do here. How much do I value Shika Berry? I really don't value it at all, so let's just go for Stealth Rock. Yeah, they just go for Thunderbolt. We'll find out what item this is right now, but I really don't care. That looks to be maybe Expert Belt? Come on, get my rocks up, Empoleon. Nice, okay, that's all I actually cared about in this scenario. I'm actually going to switch out here because I do want to preserve my Aqua Jet pressure in case that ends up being useful. Oh, they're Quick Feed Jolteon, that's really good to know. So it wasn't Expert Belt. Which means they probably have HP Ice, maybe a couple of other attacks here. I think I just go Shaman here. I do have Synthesis, so worst case I can synthesize up on some things. If they're going to Volt Switch out, they'll bring in Entei, and then I just go Landorus and start to pressure with that. Landorus is really good here. So, yeah, I really don't mind this scenario too much, unless they're like HP Ice Entei, but I do have Yachi Berry, as I said. This 5 Resistance Berry thing is kind of funny. Yeah, I do really want to preserve this Aqua Jet, though. That could be useful against Crocodile or Terrakion late game. That Para sucks, though, because like if I get paralyzed on my Aqua Jet when it matters, that'll be lame. Let's see what they do here. Maybe, I mean, I don't want my Berry to get broken, that's the thing. They go for Volt Switch, it's going to do a bit of damage. Entei is 100% coming out here. To which I just respond with, I think, Landorus T. This can still respond to Kartana just fine. I guess maybe they could go, like, Banded Terrakion. I don't know if that's something they want to do. Altaria, I don't think Altaria would help them here either. Dragon Dance Altaria is a threat because my Empoleon is a little bit weaker than I would like right now, but it's not the end of the world. That's a bear. Okay, there's the Entei. So we get some nice Rocks chip on this right away. That's really good for my win condition this game. Trick Room Diancie. Actually, Trick Room Diancie is just going to destroy this team. From the scenario that we're at right now, I'm going to go Landorus T here. If they're special and HP Ice on my Switch, they 2-hit KO me, and that's going to be really scary, but I feel like that's okay. I don't want to sack off my Empoleon just yet. I like the Landorus T play here. Because like I said, if they're Sacred Fire and they burn me, I have Earth Power, not Earthquake. And I'm just going to click Earth Power because even if the Altaria comes out, it takes the Rocks chip, and that's really valuable, so Let's kind of find out what this Entei is, whether it's Assault Vest or Choice Band. It's going to be one of the two, I think. Let me get Landorus and Entei get ready in the calc right here just to find out. I guess they could be like some sort of sub-attacker too, maybe like sub-HP Ice with like Solar Beam. I don't think there would be a weakness policy set unless they're really expecting me to Earth Power this at some point. Landorus, where's my Landorus? That's not the regular Landorus. Okay, Landorus T here against Entei. Okay, that's level 100. Get out of there, level 100. Wow, Sacred Fire does nothing. That's crazy. That's an Intimidate. They go for Iron Head, predicting Diancie. That's really good. And basically, all I actually need at this point in the game is my Trick Room up, and the game's essentially over at that point because they can't beat my Diancie. I mean, here I'd literally click Earth Power, I think. Because I have a Yachi Berry, I'll be able to take the HP Ice, and if they go Altaria, like I said, it's not the end of the world. Even if it's a Dragon Dance set, I think I can beat that with like Ice Shard and then my double priority from Lopunny. That should be good to go. Yeah, so they expect a Diancie. I can't risk Diancie. I have a Berry on it, but it's my way to set up on things. So I set it up on either Jolteon or I guess Altaria would be the other Pokemon. I don't know how much I take from Altaria's Earthquake. I'm pretty sure I take one if it's not like Dragon Danced up or anything, but yeah, so they're going Altaria here most likely. I should have U-turned, but yeah, that's the Altaria. But now this takes Rock's chip too, and like, what are they gonna do about that? Yeah, so I go for Earth Power. I reveal that I'm special because of Sacred Fire. That's fine. Here, I think I just stay in. What would I hard switch to if I really wanted to do that? I guess either I'm not going Diancie. I'm just gonna stay in here and U-turn this turn. Worst case scenario is I just take a Hyper Voice, but I want to see what they do before I get out of here. And for all I know, the chip damage is going to make the difference in this scenario. I mean, if I was Scarf Weavile here, that would be a lot better than the set that I brought, but I really needed that berry set for the one Pokemon, the Cofagrigus. Okay, so if they're Cotton Guard, I think I lose. Now, if they're Cotton Guard, I instantly go Diancie and try to go for that now. By the way, that Entei set, I forgot to calculate. I took a what, like about 40 from Iron Head? So is that banded or not? Because if it's AV, I have to know. Okay, that's banded, yeah. That has to be banded for it to do 40 damage. Come on, I want to see a physical set here. Oh, they switch out again. Okay, beautiful. Biff, is that Crocodile? That's Terrakion. Don't really get that one because I have the Pokemon in that's meant to counter Terrakion right now. I get a nice bit of chip on that. I mean, if I want to threaten it out here, what am I actually bringing in? Lopunny is not a safe bring-in because it could be Scarf. Nothing's a safe bring-in, actually, now that I think about it. I guess Shaman's my safest option if I really just want to come in, guarantee take a hit, and then pressure it out. So I guess I'll do that here. I think I can use Landorus for the Cortana later. I gotta be careful about Cortana, though, because I really gotta... Okay, first of all, does Cortana die to my Moonblast if I'm at +1? Diancie brewing against Cortana. I could also just go back to Landorus here and preserve this. Kind of liking the Seed Flare play, though. So it looks like Cortana would indeed die to my +1 Moonblast after rocks. It actually does a min of 97 if there are no bulk, so that's good. I mean, worst case, I just Earth Power it to guarantee the kill. So do I Seed Flare here and take this hit or not, is what I'm trying to figure out. Because I can go Landorus, but I don't think I can risk Landorus coming in because it's my better response to Entei still. So I'm just going to Seed Flare up here. Worst case, I can synthesize this later. Yeah, that's exactly why I clicked Seed Flare. And I'm going to miss too, but it's not the biggest deal. I did hit, nice. So is this going to die or not? It just dies. Okay, so SD Terrakion is basically just out of the game now. That's pretty cool. I think they expected my Landorus to come back in, but I really, because that Terrakion was not a Z-move user and I have a lot of phase def investment, I really did not mind that at all. Big Bird comes back in here, so are they just going for the Dragon Dance win now? I mean, this thing's like Weavile Ice Shard range, or maybe double priority of Mega Lopunny range. I think I just switch out into my Landorus here, keep this for the other thing. Yeah, this play's fine, because I still have Shaman for the Kartana now, which is good. So I'm able to go ahead and get a nice attack drop. I'm assuming they're just going to go for a Dragon Dance here and see what they can do with it. Like, depending on how much investment they have, I could maybe deal with it. Okay, they actually roost up. Okay, interesting roost play. I like that play, actually, too. So it's probably roost DD, then? I mean, so I'm just going to U-turn out here. They're at -1, so worst case scenario is they Dragon Dance up here back to neutral, I guess. Man, this really sucks. I might have to actually burn Diancie earlier than I would like if this ends up becoming a problem. Because I really can't just let this sweep me. That would be very lame. And Modest Diancie is going to do an insane amount of damage to this thing. So they can switch out here, actually, if they want. But I've already shown to have U-turn, and that would be my play here. Was I faster last time? No, they switched out last time into Terrakion, which was the play that I found interesting. Yeah, they're going to stay in here, meaning I got to figure out what I'm doing to this. Empoleon's not a smart bring-in. Do I just go Diancie here? That's not a smart bring-in either. That's my win con. Can I win this game without Diancie? Let's see. I can still deal with Crocodile due to some of my Pokemon here. I'm going to go Diancie now and maybe try to get the Trick Room going. Oh, I'm not Shikaberry. Crap. That's a Cotton Guard, though. Okay, yeah, this is what I expected. I expected a Cotton Guard set rather than anything else. So how much is my Moonblast actually doing here? Altaria gets Iron Tail, but I can take it due to my berry. Altaria Mega. Wow, it takes so much. Oh, that's +1. I was wondering why it's doing so much damage. I think I just go for Trick Room. That's a return. That's actually not going to do a lot at all. Oh, they forgot their happiness. Yeah, they forgot to max the happiness. Yeah, that's the only explanation for that. I mean, I don't even know if that would have made a difference here. I think I just start Calm Minding now. They definitely forgot to do the happiness on this thing. I do my happiness every week. That's why I could have Calm Minded first. That's kind of sad. They go for Roost. I'm about to blow a huge hole through this team right now. What is it, 3 more Trick Room turns? I mean, in hindsight, I guess that is not going to make a difference, because I would have been in the exact same scenario, just at a lower amount of health, and I'm still out of range of any priority they might have clicked. So I literally just Moonblast here. I don't know if they'll stay in or not, but I have, I think, 3 turns. Which is cool. They do switch out into what, Entei? Yeah, that's the Entei. So they're trying to burn my Trick Room turns here, which is really smart, actually. That's what they should try to do in this scenario. So now I know what the Altaria set is, which is really nice. This probably has Bandit Extreme Speed for me. Yep, that does a lot. I got a special attack drop, which won't matter. Let me just check my Trick Room turns. Yeah, so I still have another turn after this, which is big. So I can Moonblast here. They don't go for Extreme Speed anyway, so that's fine. Knock out Bear, so Bear is out of the game now. And then, I mean, I'm gonna get another knockout here, which is cool. They have to sack something, then, like, go Kartana. Which I have a perfect response to. And I'm keeping this Diancie, too. Yeah, so, I mean, not doing their happiness could be kind of lame, but I actually like the idea of using this Diancie as a mid-game breaker here, too. That was actually a pretty smart decision. This Cotton Guard Roost to return Earthquake, something like that. Maybe Refresh. It's probably Refresh as the last move. I'm actually surprised. If their only attack is return, they should have just kept it in there. Like, that's not going to beat anything. Yeah, so I think they're realizing that everything dies on their team. Kartana dies to Earth Power. I have no business going for Moonblast against Kartana now. That wouldn't be very smart. If I really wanted to, I could make a maneuver where I purposely not knock out the Pokemon that comes in to get up another Trick Room and Moonblast 4 times per game. It depends on what they bring in, though. Xavier, Crocodile. So yeah, I have to attack this then. Intimidate's not going to matter. So I'll be able to knock this out. And unless they're a Roselli Berry. Actually, I'm pretty sure it'll die through Roselli Berry. It's +1. So yeah, I have this Trick Room turn here, which is really good. So this will go down. I think Diancie might actually end up being on the kill leaderboard from this point. So here they have to go Cortana, to which I just respond with my Shaman. Let me double check something with Cortana. I just want to make sure that my Shaman's actually going to be out of range of like a +2 X Scissor. V card, yeah, that's Cortana. Blank set against Shaman. That's the normal Shaman. I'm looking for my custom set Gracidia here against max attack +2 Cortana. X Scissor would do level 100. Get out of there. Wow, that does 0 damage. This Cortana is so, I mean, this Shaman is so stupidly bulky. Okay, let's go Shaman here. They're gonna probably try to SD on me, but this is also not a Zmon, so they can't ZX Scissor me, which is really all that matters here. So I get Gracidia here, which is a very important Pokemon. They go for knockoff, which, I mean, that's not gonna matter. They get rid of my Tanga Berry. I should be out of range of anything. I can synthesize here, or I can just go for, I think HP Fire is fine. Yeah, so have I actually used a Resistance Berry yet? I don't think I have. They knocked off that one. Did I use any of the other ones? Nope. Do not believe so. So Cotton Guard Altaria is actually a cool set. It might be Cotton Guard Dragon Dance in all honesty, and that would be a threat. Altaria would come in here. Yeah, Big Bird. So I think I either go Landers again for the pivot, or I go hard Cortana. Maybe the return? No, that return had to be not max happiness. There's no other way. I was going to say, because I remember it's -1 now from the Landers, I think, but I don't completely remember the situation. So in order to not lose to this, I go hard Diancie every time. Yeah, they keep on going for that min happiness return, which is a very interesting one. I think I Trick Room first, because they could be the Earthquake set, yeah, and this will guarantee that, first of all, I'll live this. That's a crit. I lived on 1, though. That's a crit, right? Yeah, that's definitely a crit, so, that was scary. It's probably Scarf Cart. Alright, so I guess we're going to find out whether they're Quick Attack Jolteon or not. I'm going to Moonblast here. It probably won't kill them, but then it'll put them in range of Fake Out. Wow, that Earthquake crit actually could have been really bad. I guess not really, though, because I revenge it with Weavile if they knock me out there. And they don't have Weavile switch-ins now. So if they're actually just max HP, this might kill. If not, then it won't. Yeah, it's not going to kill that. And they're going to be able to knock me out with their return here. But at this point, I need to figure out what I'm going to do under Trick Room. So, because I can go Lopunny here if I want. I think Lopunny is actually my good play here. It's either that or Weavile. Weavile's not a bad one either. Yeah, Weavile, Ice Shard, because this thing dies on entry, so they have no reason to switch it out. So let's go Weavile here. Let's get in Phaeton. Click Ice Shard. They may think that they outspeed due to Trick Room, but I have priority here. So that's pretty cool. And then what Cortana would come out next. If it's Scarf Cortana, I'm just going to stand against Cortana too, because I want to find out whether it's actually Scarf or not. If it's not Scarf, then I think Mega Lopunny seals up the deal. No, because then I have to die jump. Do I have a better way of going about that? Yeah, Earth Power Landers T is my better way. They actually switched it out, which I don't get, because that thing... Actually, I guess this could have Defog, right? I actually gotta be careful. If that thing has, that's a crit back. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think I literally just go for Icicle Crash because if they... Actually, I should go for Knockoff. Find out if they're Scarf or not. So the thing is, Trick Room is up, so if they're Scarf, I outspeed here. Meaning, if I don't outspeed... Okay, they switch out into Altaria? No, they go Jolteon here, which is gonna deny... I mean, I'd Recreate the Flame Orb. Don't I still get the Knockout, though? Okay, I go for Knockoff here. Puts it in range of Burn, so yeah, that'll go down. Meaning... Kartana comes back in. Our Twisted Dimension's gone, they're not, so... I still get to find out what this Kartana is, which is going to be really good. Jolteon's out of the game. And then... Yeah, it looks like the 5 resistance berries here didn't really end up mattering at all, which I'm kind of sad about. I kind of wanted to see, like, just resist berries pop off the entire game, even if I lose due to it. Like, it would have been funny. But, I mean, hey, you can't get everything right here. I'll take the win, though. I mean, 8-1 guaranteed is really solid. Yeah, so they either go Kartana here, or they go Altaria. They have to go Kartana, yeah. So let me just double check the Trick Room. Takes a bit of chip there. The Trick Room is on its last turn now. So once again, if they're actually Scarf, I outspeed due to Trick Room, so I knock off here. They're definitely Scarf. Like, there's no reason they would make these pivots around if they weren't. Yeah, so that goes down. And then... Yeah, this thing's 100% Scarf, because they were waiting for the Trick Room to go down, and that's why they sacked off the rest of their team. But this thing can't beat me. Even a crit won't knock out Landorus T. And I have zero reason to play for differential at this point in the season, so I'm not going to do that. Especially because it would be kind of lame to this player right here. I mean, I just click Ice Shard for the chip, even though it's not going to make a difference. It'll 2-hit KO it though, so if they, for whatever reason, SD, I should be able to deal with it just fine. Nice, so there's some nice chip. They decide to go for Sacred Sword. This is going to kill through that. Yep, I'm very gone. Actually, the health bar didn't actually go down very fast. I don't know. Let's see here. So they get a Beast Boost. Totally fine, like I said. I think I just go Landorus to seal up the deal. Get that attack back down to neutral, meaning they shouldn't have a way to knock me out here. So the happiness definitely sucked, but I think Diancie would have been able to go on that tear anyway, because that Earthquake would not have knocked me out the initial time after the return, and I would have been fine. So here I can just go for, I guess, Earth Power to pick it off. End the game with a nice special Lando right here, and that'll be GG. So yeah, they're definitely Scarf, and that's why they made the maneuvers they did. Sacred Sword will not be killing me. Earth Power is going to pop off here, and that is going to be that game. So we end up moving up to 8-0, so we're still guaranteed first seed. We get some nice differential right there, and we're able to go ahead and win that one. So that's definitely very cool. It's able to be a 4-0 victory for us. Did hope you all enjoyed. I'm actually playing week 9 today as well, like tonight. It's now 4:30. I'm playing week 9 probably around 10, so that'll be very cool. I will save the battle video, and I'll see you next time. Later.